my god, this chili powder's trying to kill me.
Do not die.
I don't want to, but this chili powder's making my choices for me.
That's just the title of this episode. Kaylee unfortunately dies from blindness and choking on chili powder.
Yeah, apparently. Oh my gosh. Hello, Cinema Peeps.
Hey, Cinema Peeps.
We have to record this quickly before I fucking die. My god.
Oh.
This is what you get for... I was going to say being healthy, but I don't really know if eating pistachios is that healthy for you.
I think they are, like, within moderation. I mean, they're healthier than, like, sugar, like, just a mound of sugar, which is basically what I just inhaled. I had, like, a whole bag of Swedish berries.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because I haven't had Swedish berries in forever, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to have some Swedish berries. And, yeah, I just annihilated the bag, so...
Oh, that sounds so fucking good.
I'll be paying it for it later with my stomach, so...
Worth it.
Yeah.
That just reminds me when you came down the one time and we got our big bags of candy.
Oh, best.
Haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah. I don't know if I can do that anymore.
Fuck it. I lived on this planet too long to be miserable.
Right?
With what I eat.
Oh, just like gummies and me don't mesh well anymore. I used to I was
Really?
addicted to them. Like I'd get cravings to them constantly, and now I can't have like maybe more than 2, and I'm just like, oh no, too sweet.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Interesting. Interesting.
Very strange.
I haven't experienced that yet with any food, but obviously I can't go on like binges of like, oh, let me just eat all this.
Yeah.
But I definitely know if I eat bad for, like, even a couple days now, my body's like, huh?
Yeah. Once I started eliminating more, like, of the not-so-healthy stuff from my diet, I'm just noticing my body doesn't need it or crave it as much anymore now. So when I do try to introduce it back in, if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have a treat day, or, like, cheese especially. Like, I used to eat cheese literally by, like, the block, because I loved it so much. And now, like I had... one of those like cheesecake parfait, like those DIY make it yourself ones yesterday, and yeah, my stomach was not happy with me.
Yar. Way back, I don't know how many years ago now, when I was like eating clean for quite a long time, and then maybe for a month, I don't really remember, but then me and my friend went out to Taco Bell, and I think all I had was a Crunchwrap Supreme. I think that's all I had. And right, and everything was going pretty good until I was walking back home, and about halfway I was like, oh my god, I feel sick. This is ridiculous. And I walked up to my house, and one of my next door neighbor was like, oh hey Kaylee, and I just looked at him and I just threw up all over his lawn.
Oh no.
And I was like, hi, I'm sorry. I'm in the house. He must have thought I was fucking drunk or something. Like, who does that in the middle of the afternoon? Apparently me. It was, So I didn't eat Taco Bell for quite a long time after that.
Yeah, no kidding.
I've never had that happen before.
Really?
And I can't imagine that it was food poisoning, because it doesn't work that quickly. You know? So that's the only thing I could concur, is that because I was eating pretty clean for such a long time, that even having that Taco Bell, my body was like, get out.
I guess, yeah.
Because it wasn't like I was feeling sick, so
yeah,
I can't explain.
Yeah, and honestly, like, who knows what kind of stuff they put in Taco Bell.
Right? I think I only ever got food poisoning once.
Yeah?
I think. Yeah. And that was from, excusez-moi, from, I don't want to call them out, but Little Caesars gave me. And normally, again, it wasn't, I've eaten there so many times before, so I knew, like, something was completely, like, I was so sick.
Yeah.
And what really confirmed it was my other friend who had the pizza also was sick. So I was like, okay, well, it has to be food poisoning.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't think so. But then he gave the leftovers to another friend of his, and he was sick. I was like, okay.
Oh, no.
You know, like the little web with like the red string? It's like, listen, there's a clear connection here.
Yeah.
That pizza it's not good.
It's bad. It's very bad.
But oh my god, it was just so funny.
Oh,
I don't know why it was
jeez.
so funny. It was just like, just his denial. I don't think it was the pizza. I was like, okay, we are both sick, experiencing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And we're both people who don't get sick very often. So, like, again, all the little
Yeah, exactly.
red strings and dots. Yar, welcome to talking about food poisoning. I'm glad you guys all came here for this content.
Yeah, right? We did say we were going to change it up every now and then.
Yeah, this is what we meant, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Not talking about Flash, but we would talk about food poisoning. Right, so I didn't watch anything new this week, like I said to myself that I was going to.
Yeah.
I watched an episode of Lego Masters, though,
Oh, nice.
while I was half asleep on the couch. But the big thing I did is I went out and played laser tag.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. How was that?
Holy shit. Okay, get ready for this bullshit. So,
All right.
I think we've all, well, okay, I'm assuming everyone's played laser tag in their life, but you know, I feel like you play it the most when you're a kid, 12 under, most likely.
Junior high school ages. Yep.
Right? You got the vest, you were red or green team, you know, and you had like the little like patches. So there was like the front patch, shoulder patches, you know. You had your little gun and then pew pew, little laser.
Yep.
You know, it was a great time. So one of my coworkers was like, "Oh, I'm trying to organize this laser tag thing." And I was like, "I am down. I am ready." And then he tells me, "Oh, the gun like there's no lasers anymore." And I was like, "Pardon me?" Well, I'm not fucking going because why the fuck?
Surprise, it's paintball.
Right? But he's like, "Oh, but it'll be good." And I was like, "Okay." You can put a promise it's fucking
Yeah.
good. There's no fucking lasers. What the fuck is that bullshit? So we get there, and oh my god, this was like that 12-year-old who was like, laser tag is life, and was like, let's make a more intense version of it. My god. So it's the same gist where you have like a vest, but this time around you could shoot anywhere on the vest and it would count, which I appreciated because as a child, those little like sectors, I swear I would be shooting kids and nothing would happen. But then we had to wear a headband so you could do headshots.
Oh god, really?
I was like, oh, that's a new one.
That's a step up.
Right? So again, unlike when we were playing laser tag as kids, you would get shot, you would be stunned or whatever for I don't know, 15 seconds, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And then your vest would just come back on and then you would play again.
Yeah.
This version, so when you're down, your thing lights up to let everyone know you're dead. You have to go back to your base and then you have to press on this like cylinder and it lights up green and then it it respawns you into the match.
Oh, and weird.
I was like, oh. And then, of course, like I said, like you had the little dinky gun.
Yeah.
And the fucking lady like whips out this. She goes, "Yeah, so this is modeled after the U.S. Semi-automatic rifle." I was like, "What the it did look like a fucking gun." And they're like, "Oh yeah, and it's 12 fucking pounds. 12 fucking pounds."
What?
I was like, "What the shit am I getting myself into? What is this?" And there was like a working scope that you could use with the laser, which, note to self, I did not have time to fucking look down the barrel of a goddamn scope. But, you know, whatever. Nice that it's there. But holy titties.
Do you ever just sometimes, you know, you wonder, just like, you know, why do you need to take it that seriously? It's supposed to be fun. Like, I get it. We all want to make it cool and like, you know, bring it back for some people, but like, that seems like you're taking it a little too far.
It was intense.
Damn.
Oh yeah, and then you only had 30 rounds in the gun, so you had to reload your gun if you ran out, which,
oh my god, too many rules.
Luckily Kaylee never had to do that because I'd usually die before I had to reload my gun anyway. So then when you respawned into the match, you'd already be fully loaded.
Yeah, okay.
It was just so fun. She goes, "Okay, you press this and you push the thing back in and then you and you're ready to go." And I was just like,
wow, my god, yeah, that's too much to remember for me.
My god, So apart from the intense tacticalness of it, it was a lot of fun.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that at least. Oh, by the way, because I was when I was playing back our other podcast to edit and stuff like that, I ended up going and researching to find out who The Rock was in Free Guy.
Oh,
we were trying to figure out who, like, everybody, where they were and everything. Do you want to know, or did you want to wait and watch and see if you can figure it out for yourself?
I was assuming he was one of the faceless gamer voices. That was my guess.
Pretty much. He was, yeah. So, like, I'm assuming this is the one that I'm thinking of, but when they have the bank robbery scene at the beginning, and no, maybe it's not the beginning one. Whichever one where, like, the big, like, burly guy comes in and robs the bank. And he, like, takes the glasses off of him and everything to give it to Buddy.
Oh.
That's The Rock, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would not have guessed that.
Right?
Yeah, I feel like I went on this big movie crush at the theater. Saw like 4 movies there within probably 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
Yep.
And now it's like slowing down again, and I'm just like, whew. Although this coming week is the new Marvel movie.
Oh, yes.
It's a big one because I think it's, maybe I'm wrong here. Obviously, call me off if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is their first Marvel film with like an Asian lead, as far as I know.
Okay.
Like they definitely have Asian characters in the Marvel universe, but this is their first.
I think you might be right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess they're also not going to do the streaming thing with this one. So it's not going to be available same day, just extra money. You have to go to the theaters to see it. Which is going to be interesting.
Yes.
Because as of right now, right, everyone, and even I've been saying too, that like the streaming services are hurting movie theaters. So it'll be interesting to see because then they'll show like if that's true or not. Like, is it because of that, or is it still people are just afraid to go out to theaters?
Yeah, I feel like fine. It's a 50-50 mix of both. Yeah,
I could see that. But I guess one of the Disney execs said that it was their like experiment, and so like the lead kind of called them out and was like, yo, no, don't fucking say it. Like, this isn't an experiment.
Yeah.
Like that's what the fuck. Someone was also trying to tell me that his character is going to be in Eternals then in 2 months, and I don't think that's right. I don't feel that's correct. But
I don't know.
To be fair, I know nothing about these next 2 upcoming Marvel projects.
Yeah. Because it's what the Shang-Chi is it's what it's called?
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, baby.
Yeah. And what's the other one?
Eternals in November.
Oh yes, Eternals. Okay.
Where Jon Snow and Robert Stark reunite in a movie.
Ah, yes. Right.
And then Spider-Man No Way Home in December.
Yeah, I was so excited.
I think I saw a meme where it was like, or maybe I explained this last time, where it was like the 2 people, like they're clearly being interviewed or whatever, and the one is all the upcoming Marvel properties, and then Spider-Man No Way Home had all the mics.
Yeah, yeah, you were saying that.
I was like, damn, like it's true. It's just, it's so exciting. I mean, especially if like what is going to happen is true, that the multiverse is clashing. So we're going to get, and I mean, they've kind of confirmed, although to me, it's not 100% confirmed, but everyone's like, oh, that was Willem Dafoe's laugh. And I was like,
okay.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, as of right now, you know, you saw the little gas ball kind of roll out and the green gas everywhere. Yep. We saw Doc Ock, so obviously, you know, for surezies. But so I think it was him and Jamie Foxx who are 100% confirmed to be in the film.
Nice.
But, and of course there was rumors that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield had signed contracts for it, but then Sony was like, no, but it's still possible.
Only time will tell.
So, and I mean, honestly, even if it's just like a quick cameo, like, over the moon.
Even if it was just like a quick little, like, just like a little scene of the 3 of them in the room together, and they all have to kind of like figure out some sort of like thing, or he's got to like take something from them, or like, you know, runs into them or whatever, like that'd be awesome.
Right? I've seen a couple of really good memes where one was like, everyone get their web shooters ready. And Tom McGuire's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? He's the only Spider-Man who had like the real webbing,
Right, yeah.
I guess. And then there was another one where it was when he's talking to Doctor Strange and he's like, everyone's gonna forget who you are. But wait, what about there's some people should know? Then just tell them, idiot. Oh, okay. And then it's like end of movie, roll credits. Problem solved. So I'm enjoying all the good memes that are coming out of this.
Yes.
But yeah, this movie's got some big hype, big shoes.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, I'm surprised they didn't show Jamie Foxx yet. Because like I said, he has confirmed that he's coming back as Electrode.
Yeah.
So...
I feel like they're probably gonna do their, well, who knows, but I feel like they should maybe try to do their best to like at least not reveal too much. Like I know they want to reveal enough to get people to come see it, but still, like when you start revealing too much and then it just leaves no like wow in the theater, then yeah, it just kind of ruins it, right?
So yeah, it was nice they at least showed one of the people they've confirmed for sure. And again, the Willem Dafoe Green Goblin, if that's true, like, ooh.
Ooh, yes.
Now, of course, now I'm thinking, isn't he dead? But then people were saying that it could be his son, because he did briefly was the Green Goblin for like a hot second.
Yeah, James Franco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, James Franco came back. Yo,
that'd be interesting.
That would be crazy,
right?
But yeah, I think they're trying to release as little as possible.
Yeah, they are smart to continue doing that, because that was at least the nice thing that I liked about Free Guy was that, you know, we had that like fun little cameo surprise near the end of the film with spoiler alert, with Chris Evans and the Captain America, and then doing the Star Wars stuff. Like that was cool. They could have easily done that in the movie trailer, but I know it's not like the biggest cameo or anything like that, but to put that in there was just like a nice kind of like, wow, that's so funny kind of thing, right?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Was my thought. Yeah, and I mean, I thought for sure, excuse me, that one kind of like in the same vein as like the Wonder Woman movies and all these other ones now coming out, because they've had to pay so much to like remarket their films. And then, which I think in the end ends up being a bit of a trap, because then they're showing off more and more. And then you're like, well, shit, what am I to be excited for now? I mean, I'm still gonna go see it, but now my excitement level's gone down.
Yeah, right. That sometimes I wonder about that with marketing and stuff like that. I know the point is to get as many like eyes on the content as possible, but yeah, like when you're now sacrificing the actual entertainment value of it all just for the sake of like how many eyes or how many butts you get in the seat, it's kind of like, well, you're letting people down. Yeah
Just do good on trailers. Make good trailers. That's all we ask. Make good trailers,
right?
I guess the last thing maybe I'll bring up before we wrap up is DC announced they're doing another DC fandom in October. So obviously for sure we'll be talking about that.
You betcha.
Don't you worry. But, and I mean, they kind of showed a lineup of what they're going to talk about. It looks like they're going to talk about, once again, the games, which Gotham Knights got pushed back again till next year. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was supposed to come out early this year, and I was like, where did you go?
Yeah.
And I was like,
I saw the Flash on there, so I wonder if that's like our Flash or if that's like
I'm pretty
Flash.
Sure I think it's movie Flash, and I swear to Christ, if they do not drop at least a trailer, my interest for this project is gone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. At this point, like, I just cannot care.
Yeah.
Anymore. Like, even last time, they're like, here's some concept art. And I'm like, okay. But, like, and I guess to be fair, this project's been, like, fucking hellhole, like, forever. So it's probably hard, again, talking about, like, they probably don't want to overshare quite yet because, you know, they had all these, like, hiccups and all this other stuff. But I don't know. I'm also just tired. I'm like, if you don't have anything new, don't fucking come. Don't even come. I don't want to fuck.
And, like, I mean, not that it's really going to matter to them that much, because I know they're going to, at least for the most part, as they've stated now, they want to keep like the CW Arrowverse and then like the DC universe kind of separate, except for like that little nice cameo that Ezra did in the Arrowverse crossovers. Yeah, like they're kind of they got big shoes to fill. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
And that's me coming from as being an Arrowverse fan. I don't know about like anybody else, because obviously there's probably some just comic book fans or maybe fans of the cinematic universe Flash who would say otherwise. But considering how well and how successful Grant Gustin's Flash has become, like they got big shoes to fill. I'm just that's all I'll say. Yeah.
And again, for me, it's just the fact that this project keeps getting pushed back constantly. And I'm just like, and again, there's clearly development woes, like shit like that happens, but it just sucks when every time they're like, oh, here's like a little bit more, and I'm just like, there's only so much you can continue to drag me along,
right? And as much as they've shown us his, like they've given us glimpses of his Flash in some of the DC movies that have come out, which is okay. Like I don't know, at this point I'm like, do we need a full Flash movie? Like yeah, right?
But I kind of quickly looked at the list of stuff, and quite a few of the things that they're covering is stuff they've already covered last year. So I'm just a little bit nervous that like we're not really going to get a whole lot.
Yeah.
You know, because again, one of their big highlights was the Batman again, which I thought they kind of sufficed with that trailer. So I don't know what else they're going to show. The Flash, Black Adam. So that could be interesting.
Shazam again, too.
Yeah. So again, I'm kind of looking for either like little mini teasers or even kind of what Suicide Squad did, and they kind of showed some behind the scenes of them filming and stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm looking for. Like I just don't want them to sit around and be like, yes, this project will be good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'd love to take you're right. I'd love to take your word for it, but
right.
I just got that to show me. So I just don't know.
Well, I do know that David Sandberg, who's the director of Shazam 1 and Shazam 2, he just finished wrapping on Shazam 2. So hopefully they'll have some like behind the scenes stuff, because he's been posting a few things on his Instagram.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, like the photo he just did of him being like, oh, that's a wrap on Shazam 2. It's like him standing in what looks like a house with the wall completely blown out, and there's like a blue screen behind him. And he's all like, yeah, we're wrapped. And I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Nice. Yeah, I'd be down for that. I think the only other thing I was excited for is, I guess they're gonna talk about Harley Quinn season 3. So I was like,
ooh, nice.
Because they announced, I don't remember when or how long ago they announced they're doing a 3rd season, but I've heard nothing since then. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Like I said, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't disappointed with the one last year, so I'm hoping this one will be, just as good. But like I said, I'm hoping for behind the scenes stuff, even a little teaser from most of these projects.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you're not bringing anything new to the table, but you are. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the podcast. I hope you stay tuned after all of our talk of food poisoning. If you enjoyed our strange mix of movie/personal life anecdotic stories, leave us a comment down below. Hell, give us even a little likey. And most importantly, please subscribe. We would really appreciate it.
Yes, we would.
Otherwise, watch all the content, and I hope you have a happy Tuesday. See you later.
Bye, Cinema Peeps.
Bye. Monkey.
And